710, home of the Gulf Coast's most frequent time-saver traffic.
We're back up to speed on I-10 in the Bayway. This includes the Wallace and Bankhead tunnels with no troubles to report on 65, 165, and we're in good shape on the Causeway to and from downtown Mobile with no troubles to report on the Pensacola side. With time-saver traffic, I'm Bud Green.
I do this program for you, the audience. My objective is to create the largest informed, participating block of citizens possible. I want people to understand how voting Democrat limits their future, limits their lives, damages the country. That's what's going on here.
Your AM radio is Rush Radio. News Radio 710 WNTM.
Uncle Henry Show, NewsRadio710.com, NewsRadio710 AM. Thank you for listening to the Uncle Henry Show. I want to welcome back to the Uncle Henry Show microphones Melissa Joyner. Melissa Joyner's back. Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning.
I'm getting your name correct, right?
You are.
It's been a long time.
Okay.
You were here, was it over a year ago that you were here?
It was almost exactly a year ago. Almost.
Okay, and you are here with two other people. Please introduce me to who you have with you.
This is the wonderful Betsy Badwater and Kristen Long. They are two of our featured performers for our Songs That Save concert series event.
Kristen Long?
Yes, and Betsy Badwater.
Betsy Badwater.
What a name, right? Isn't that cool?
That is a great name. Now, tell people why you're here.
Well, long story short, once a month I started doing different charity events because I felt it was a way to give back with what I've been blessed to have with music. And after creating the shootout, I realized that I could do events. And I said, why, instead of just doing someone else's event, not create one? So I contacted 12 of the best singer-songwriters in our area, and we are putting together a concert, and all the benefits go to the Penelope House. And it's something I've trademarked, so 2 to 3 times a year in different areas that are local to us, I'm going to have different concerts with different artists, and all the proceeds will go to different events. So this one goes to the Penelope House, and it's in Mobile at the Listening Room.
Okay, it's going to. What date are you going to be performing at the Listening Room?
August 14th. There's 3 rounds of 4 girls each time. The first round is at 7. There'll be a little bit of time for a change swap. The second round will be around 8-ish. The last round will start at 9-ish.
So you're going to have how many? So that's going to be what, 12?
12 singer-songwriters.
12 singer-songwriters. Do we have that many locally? Did you have to import some singer-songwriters?
Well, here's the coolest thing to me about this. I feel like there is a missing connector between some of the beach artists and the Mobile artists. So what I've done is I've created a conglomeration of both. Some of the women that are in this festival, this concert that we're doing, are people that maybe some of the Mobile people haven't heard yet, and they definitely need to. So it's a really cool thing because you've got some Mobile natives, and you've got people from Pensacola, like Betsy's based out of Pensacola, Kristen's in Fort Morgan, and I'm in Gulf Shores. But I've got people who live in Mobile, so I just feel like it's the best way to bridge that gap.
Okay, again, this is going to be August 14th at the Listening Room in downtown Mobile, this fundraiser for Penelope House. Now, you're going to be performing this hour here on the show. Betsy Badwater, should we let her go first? Now, Betsy, you're from Pensacola. Where are you from?
I came from the Swanee River.
You came from the Swanee River.
Yeah.
And you live in Pensacola, and you've locked your keys in your truck
while it's running.
She's a rock star.
So right now, one of the musicians has their keys locked in their truck, and their truck is running right now. So do you want to perform and then go and then leave and go try to resolve the situation?
We can do this show, and I can worry about that later.
Hey, if one of you listeners knows how to get keys out of a car, that would be awesome. Can I solicit that on the radio?
You just did.
I can give my little Geico plug right now. I got roadside assistance, so they're just going to come out here and unlock it for me in a little bit. It'll be fine.
All right. Well, which one of you wants to go first?
I'm going to volunteer one of them.
I'll do it.
Okay. Well, before we hear you, tell us a little bit about your type of singing and songwriting.
All right. I love to tell stories. I like to instead of singing about boys and love and cute things like that, I like to tell stories. I'm particularly fond of murder ballads and dark tales. But yeah, I come from a long line of preachers and Appalachian-style music, so there's a lot of influence there.
Now, and I want to ask all three of you, please leave cuss words out of your songs on the Uncle Henry Show if you can. Is that because I don't? A lot of the men that come in here to sing, I've got to really be careful with them. So Betsy, your tales, your murder ballads, please.
I frighten everybody until they actually hear the song.
Please, no massive cuss words in your murder ballads. Now, how long have you been a singer-songwriter, Betsy?
Since I was a teenager. I've been doing this a very long time. So let's see, 20 years.
Okay, so 20 years of this. What is the first song you're going to sing for us?
I think I'll start with a song called Tall Dark Stranger. It's a tale about this woman whose man is bleeding to death in her arms, and he's promising her as he's dying that he's going to come back and haunt that fellow that she's been running around on him with because he knew about it the whole time.
Wow.
I'm so glad you're here.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, Betsy Badwater.
Sweetheart's blood all down my dress. He said that he would marry me. He called my name between blood-drowned gas. Said I know about your other man. There near the starlight and watched his life flow through my hands. Oh, he lay and he said, we'll meet tomorrow forever. Tell me, 'cause I love you more than the ever after. Your golden hair is like the sun. Well, he'll rule the day. Yes, that I find him your loving man. I own shall be. Down my head, and my sweetheart's eyes were turning dark my tall, dark stranger, but still my true love would be. Now I hope in heaven he will wait for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
morning.
I love to sing in the morning.
Betsy Badwater. That is, of all the singers-songwriters that have been in here, and I've had a lot in the last few years, that is the sultriest performance. Very sultry. Where can people find more of your music if they want to hear more of you?
I have a wonderful website, betsybadwater.org. And I'm on Spotify and Pandora and iTunes and all of those online venues. So it's pretty easy to find. If you just Google Betsy Badwater, you'll find all kinds of things that are kind of surprising.
Okay. And I did find you on Facebook, of course. That's where people my age would go to look for you.
Yes.
So that was Betsy Badwater, one of the artists performing August 14 at the Listening Room in downtown Mobile in a benefit for Penelope House. We'll have more in just a moment with the other musicians as we continue here on News Radio 710, Uncle Henry Show.
News Radio 710, home of the Gulf Coast's most frequent time-saver traffic.
Still looking good on 65 and 165 this morning with no troubles to report on I-10 in the Bayway. Wallace and Bankhead tunnels up to speed, plus we're in good shape on the causeway to and from downtown Mobile. On the Pensacola side, we have a crash on Mobile Highway and North Blue Angel Parkway. It's off to the side, not really causing a lot of delays. With time-saver traffic, I'm Bud Green.
Uncle Henry here with Dr. Thomas Bender of Advanced Dermatology and Skin Care Center. And Dr. Bender, you say that even if somebody's having something cosmetic done to their skin, they should go see a board-certified dermatologist.
You know, we just have to basically ask patients to make sure that they ask whoever that they're trusting their skin treatment to ask them what their credentials are. I mean, did you spend 3 years studying under folks who've been treating the skin for decades, or did you go to a weekend course to learn how to do this? I think we both know the answer, who we'd rather have treating our skin. There's not a big difference in cost. You know, at Advanced Dermatology, we actually quite frequently will match prices, advertise prices from other providers, because we want our patients to have an opportunity to experience a board-certified dermatologist care.
Dr. Thomas Bender has locations in Mobile, Daphne, and Bay Minette. You can find out more online at AdvancedDermClinic.com. That's AdvancedDermClinic.com. Just minutes from where you are right now, there are children living in a community that is home of one of this state's highest rates of poverty and violent crime. In the midst of Alabama Village's despair, a light has arisen in the form of an amazing ministry, Light of the Village. Light of the Village provides education, Bible study, and a place where kids can simply and safely play, all at no cost. I'm Uncle Henry, and Love has an address. Find out more about Light of the Village and how you can help at newsradio710.com. Keyword, the letters L-O-V. Uncle Henry here with a true story from my life. Once upon a time, my air conditioning system went out. My home became unbearable. I became very irritable. Then I called Heads Heating and Air Conditioning. They came to my house. They brought my air conditioning system back to life. And now I'm easier to get along with because my home is so comfortable. If your system is dead, you need to call Heads. If your air conditioning system dies, call Heads Heating and Air Conditioning for emergency service to keep you cool. Now let's talk about your old system. Is it running efficiently? Call Heads Heating and Air for a new Carrier energy-efficient air conditioner with a Carrier high-efficiency natural gas furnace to lower your utility bills. You can call Heads at 251-653-7873. That's 653-7873.
Heads Heating and Air Conditioning, where 3 heads are better than 1.
I'm listening to the dynamic Rush Limbaugh. He is bad to the bone. If the Republicans would listen more to Rush, they could start winning the White House again. I believe strongly because this man is a visionary. Rush Limbaugh is a visionary, whether people like him or not.
Your AM radio is Rush Radio. News Radio 710 WN. The Glenn Beck Program, now weekdays at 10, plus 2 more hours weekday afternoons at 5. News Radio 710 WNTM.
Uncle Henry Show, News Radio 710.com, News Radio 710 AM. The webcam is working, so if you'd like to look at the ladies as they perform, you can go to UncleHenryShow.com and find the webcam. We just heard from Betsy Badwater, one of the 3 musicians. Now, there were supposed to be 4. What happened to the 4th?
Technology, alarm clocks.
Alarm clock malfunction. Yeah. Okay, with the 4th musician. Melissa Joyner is here. Betsy Badwater is here. They're all performing at a special fundraiser for Penelope House, August 14th at the Listening Room in downtown Mobile. Kristen Long, good morning to you, Kristen.
Good morning.
Now, what is the Kristen Long story? Where were
Oh, Lord.
Where were you born?
Yeah, what is the Kristen Long story? I was born in Massachusetts. I hail from Boston, in fact.
How did you end up here?
I kidnapped her.
When I was living in South Florida, in Fort Lauderdale, I met a drummer there who was born and raised on the Gulf Coast. And so when we left there, we ended up in Gulf Shores. He was born and raised in Fort Morgan. I married him.
Okay,
married the drummer and moved to Gulf Shores.
It was a man. You married a drummer, and he drew you here.
He did. Yes, he did.
And how long have you been performing?
Oh, I'm aging myself right now. I've been performing professionally almost 20 years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Melissa, you brought some seasoned professionals in here. Now, how would you describe your music?
Yeah. Well, my music, I've got a vast array of backgrounds. I studied opera for several years. I have a theater background, and then I studied jazz at Berklee College of Music in Boston. And so my music really incorporates all of those styles, plus some folk music and storytelling as well. So.
Okay. Well, now, you're the first. I've had lots of guitar players in here. I haven't had anyone bring keyboards.
Mm-hmm. Well, I go everywhere with my keyboard.
I don't know how. Now, I hope we can engineer this so that it sounds okay to the listener over the microphone.
Okay.
What are you going to play for us?
I'm going to play my new single. It's called The Body I Was Born to Be In.
The Body? Now, there's not going to be body parts, are there?
No, there's no body parts
Betsy
going
killed
on.
in the first song, so
we had blood before.
Okay. Well, okay.
No,
so this is going to be wholesome enough for the program.
It's actually a song about self-love, self-acceptance, getting to a point in your life where you really own who you are and believe in who you are, and live your life on your own terms. So yeah, it's one of my more positive.
It's a feel-good
songs.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead. Now, you, the listener, you're going to hear Kristen Long. And what's the name of the song?
The Body I Was Born to Be In.
Here she is.
Hitting Times Square, all eyes on you. Bars about to drop 5, 4, 3, 2. You got your red lips on, hairs down to your high heel shoes. Curtain goes up in a 1, 2, 3. You in this spot, the crowd at your feet. You become their queen, transformation complete. Inside out, walls come down. Be the truth. Turn around. Paint your eyes got to be what they conceive. Fits inside this box, leaving no room to breathe. Open it up and you will see the world you are convinced is make-believe. Is the truth, only you can compose your story. Inside out, walls come down. Be the truth. Turn around. Paint your eyes. Step into another light. Shed your skin. Take the body you were born to be in. Take the body you were born to be in. Take the body you were born to be in. Inside out, walls come down. Be the truth. Turn around. Paint my eyes. Watch me step into another light. Shed my skin. Take the body I was born to be in.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very pretty voice.
Thank you.
Where can people find your music?
They can find it on. They can find my music page on Facebook, facebook.com/KristenLongMusic, or I've got a new webpage under construction, KristenLongMusic.com. And they can also find it on SoundCloud if you just look up Kristen Long. Kristen with a K and an E, no I.
Kristen with a K and an E.
Yeah, Kristen. There's so many ways to spell my name. People have spelled it.
Now, do you perform a lot? Are you out locally performing a lot?
I do perform locally a lot when I'm home. I leave again next week for a while. I'm a vocal director with Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, so I go away for a while and teach shows and then go and put them on the ships. And then I'm also a music director with Outre Theater Company in Miami, and I do that as well. And I also wrote a musical called The Journey, created that with a team of collaborators.
And talk about that.
And that is, we've done that at New Orleans Fringe Festival, and we're looking at Miami Beach this January. So I travel quite a bit and perform and put shows together and do all that.
Now, Melissa, do you feel that you're not doing enough now that you've heard of all the things she's doing? Should you also be doing more?
Well, I did my first ever musical with Kristen, so I'm definitely down in my comfort zone. And I feel like I'm right where I need to be. I've done this for a year and like 5 months now, and I created the largest songwriting competition in the Gulf Coast with my friend Nick Bibbery.
Okay.
I've had this wonderful event that I'm planning. I'm happy. I'm successful in what I'm doing, and I can't wait to see what the next year brings.
Okay. I personally feel like I need to be doing more. after hearing all this. We're gonna...
I mean, they're like crazy awesome, and they've all done a lot, but we will get there, Uncle Henry.
Okay, thank you. We'll have more to come as you're listening to News Radio 710.
News Radio 710 WNTN. The news now. News Radio 710, home of the Gulf Coast's most frequent time-saver traffic.
Still looking good on the causeway to and from downtown Mobile with no troubles to report on I-10 in the Bayway. Wallace and Bankhead tunnels are up to speed. On the Pensacola side, we now have a crash on Citrus Street at Alice Street that is blocking the roadway, causing some delays in that area. Earlier crash on Mobile Highway at North Blue Angel Parkway has been moved off to the side. With time-saver traffic, I'm Bud Green.
If you have a hearing problem or a loved one has a hearing problem, let me encourage you to meet the people at EarLab. EarLab Audiology and Hearing Aid Center in Mobile and on the Eastern Shore. The technology these days has improved vastly. Things are possible now that were not possible years ago in improving your hearing and thus improving the quality of your life. EarLab offers free, comprehensive hearing exams. If you are found to have a hearing problem, there's no pressure put on you. The people at EarLab will simply let you know what all the different options are to address your hearing difficulty. Their telephone number in Mobile is 342-1144. That's 342-1144. You'll find them on downtown or Loop North. On the Eastern Shore, they're in Montrose on Highway 98. And online, you can find out more at earlabmobile.com. That's earlabmobile.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers. If you have a legal question and don't know who to ask, we can help. NewsRadio710.com has launched the Gulf Coast Law Line, sponsored by the law firm of Alexander Shannara, Gulf Coast LLP.
This is Attorney James Laura. Are you having problems at home? Heading for divorce? Call the Law Line to hear important information about divorce, custody, child support, and other family law issues.
1-855-799-LAWS or log on to newsradio710.com. Now, anyone can get answers to legal questions from the Gulf Coast Law Line, sponsored by the law firm of Alexander Shannara, Gulf Coast LLP, and News Radio 710.
If you need answers, the call is free.
1-855-799-LAWS or visit newsradio710.com. When calling the Law Line, callers will be provided with the option of obtaining legal information by either speaking with or listening to recorded messages from an attorney associated with the law firm of Alexander Shannara, Gulf Coast LLP.
New Belgium presents Top of the Hops Beer Festival, Saturday, August 15th at the Marine Lawn at the Wharf. Unlimited sampling of over 150 craft beers, plus beer seminars, cornhole tournament, silent disco, mixology.
Uncle Henry Show, News Radio 710. We're back with the singer-songwriters. The performance is August 14th at the Listening Room in downtown Mobile. The proceeds to benefit Penelope House. 12 singer-songwriters will perform that night on behalf of Penelope House. Melissa Joyner is here with Kristen Long and Betsy Badwater. And during the commercial break, Melissa Joyner revealed that during her last appearance here, she was afraid of me and that I made her feel bad about herself. Which I've never heard I've never knowingly done that with an artist. So I apologize.
It wasn't so much me myself as songs.
I want to apologize to you for making you feel bad about your songs. The blankual content of your song. Now, what are you going to perform for us today?
I feel like it made us closer, Uncle Henry. It was a good experience.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. Well, good.
I'm recording for the first time with a great bunch of musicians back where I'm from, and I wrote this song with my good friend Nick Branch, and it's called Porch Light, and I'm going to play it for you today.
Okay, Melissa Joyner.
All right.
The devil leaves the porch light on. When the devil leaves the porch light on. Hey, don't bother knocking. Just keep a walking when the devil leaves the porch light on. He ain't no friend to Jesus. He ain't no friend at all. He'll pick you up just to lay you down. You know he loves to see you fall. So when the devil leaves the porch light on, when the devil leaves the porch light on, hey, don't bother knocking, just keep a walking when the devil leaves the porch light on. The lamb laid with the lion, so the story goes. You won't find that ending here, 'cause they'll run away with your soul. So when the devil leaves the porch light on, when the devil leaves the porch light on, hey, don't bother knocking, just keep a walking when the devil leaves the porch light on. When the devil leaves the porch light on, and once he's got you, he won't leave you alone. Listen to my warning, child, find your way back home, and just wait for the sunrise. Then you will see his light only shines in darkness, and that won't set you free. So when the devil leaves the porch light on, when the devil leaves the porch light on, hey, don't bother knocking, just keep walking when the devil leaves the porch light on. I said, when the devil leaves the porch light on, the devil leaves the porch light on. Hey, don't bother knocking, just keep walking when the devil leaves the porch light on.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Nothing at all blankual about that. That was outstanding. Well done. Do you feel good about your song? Because I give it 2 thumbs up.
Oh, that means a lot coming from you, because I know you use your thumbs a lot.
I do. Actually do. All right, now another song. Again, this concert August 14th at the Listening Room in downtown Mobile.
First round starts at 7 o'clock.
Betsy Badwater. Can we get another song from you?
I'll be happy to. Thank you.
What are we going to hear this time?
Well, I figured we'll keep it at church. Like I said, my parents my people are preachers, and there's a little bit of that in me too. Had my heart broken real good one time and learned a very valuable lesson. So I'm gonna give all the ladies out there a little script, and you just say it just like this. Let's see. This song is called. What's that song called?
The Awesome One.
The Awesome One. Yeah. It's called Call on Me. If you feel lonely and you need a friend, someone to talk with you, to hold your hand. Well, if you don't know, well, you'll never know. You can call on me. Well, you ain't got to be someone you think you're supposed to be. I don't need your charms to get the good love out of me. Well, if you don't know, baby, you'll just never, never know. You can call on me. Well, you're about the best thing I've ever seen, and it sure would feel good for you to sit down by me. Yeah, you about the best thing I've ever seen, and it sure would feel good for you to sit down by me. Yeah, but I am a woman, and I don't deserve to feel blue, so I ain't gonna chase you down. Play sweet little fool, and if you don't know, you'll just never, never know. You can call on me. Well, there can't be no shame in letting a good man know, but I ain't gonna chase you down. And if you don't know, you'll never know. You can call on me. Yeah, you about the best thing I've ever seen, and it sure would feel good for you to sit down by me. Yeah, you about the best thing I've ever seen, and it sure would feel good for you to sit down by me. Yeah, but I am a woman, and I don't deserve to feel blue, so I ain't gonna chase you down. Yes, and if you don't know, you'll just never, never, never know. You can call on me. So you say it just like that and just leave them hanging.
Perfect, girl. I now know what to say.
Great job. Betsy Badwater. You can find her on Facebook. Did you say betsybadwater.org?
That's the one.
Okay. That's
There's
where you
lots
can.
of cool stories there.
Oh, there are.
There are. I've been doing a spotlight on each one of the girls just to advertise them and show them, and I was looking for different things to say, and it was so entertaining. I just copied and pasted it on the thing. It was so great.
So find that on your own, betsybadwater.org. Now, Kristen, can we get another song from Kristen
I'm
Long?
requesting Change Your Dreams.
Yeah, I was thinking that or Dark Lady if you want to sing Dark Lady with me.
Huh. Whatever you feel. I'm down for both.
All right, I think we might do one from Journey.
Okay, let me get set up straight.
Melissa's favorite song of mine is Change Your Dreams, but you'll have to come to the listening room on August 14th to hear that one.
Some great woman empowerment there.
It really is. This one is really a lot of fun.
Oh, God, it's early.
It's called Dark Lady, and Melissa actually played Dark Lady in our Fringe performance of The Journey, so this will actually be a lot of fun. I wrote this one with Walt Brewer, my husband, the drummer.
What up,
and this one we do with long lost friend, and it's in The Journey. It's called Dark Lady. I'm walking around the dark part on my heart. Oh yeah. And that's where I see my past. It's painted on the walls. And with every step I take, well, another part of me falls. And I can't find my way out. I can't find my way out. No, I can't find my way out. No, I can't find my way out. Well, the dark lady calls my name. Oh yeah. She says, little lady, why don't you come here? She says, I can't get my claws into you until I have you locked away in my lair. And I can't find my way out. I can't find my way out. No, I can't find my way out. No, I can't find my way out. And I can't find my way out. I can't find my way out. No, I can't find my way out. No, I can't find my way out. Yeah, she had to do a whole dance to it, too. It's a huge dance number. But that one's about, like, that little voice on your shoulder that maybe you shouldn't give in to, but sometimes you do.
And tell people again, Kristen, how they can find you.
They can find me at KristenLongMusic.com, or they can find me on Facebook, Facebook.com/KristenLongMusic.
And that's Kristen with a K and an E.
K and an E. Kristen. And long is spelled just the way you always spell it.
And we didn't talk about where people can find your music, Melissa.
Oh, I have a website. It's melissajoynermusic.com, and it's Joyner with an I. I feel like I should add that little caveat there. Also have a Facebook page and all that jazz, but mainly just check out melissajoynermusic.com.
We're going to take a timeout, come back with our final segment here with the Singer-songwriters.
News Radio 710, home of the Gulf Coast's most frequent time-saver traffic.
A problem-free ride continues on I-10 in the Bayway this morning with the Wallace and Bankhead tunnels up to speed. No troubles to report on 65, 165, or the Causeway. On the Pensacola side, we still have that earlier crash, Citrus Street at Alice Street, which is causing some delays there. With time-saver traffic, I'm Bud Green.
Here with Angelo from Mobile Bay Coins. You sell a lot of jewelry. Now, why would somebody buy jewelry from Mobile Bay Coins?
Well, a couple reasons, Uncle Henry. First of all, if you go to a mall store to buy some jewelry, you're going to see many copies of exactly the same item. It's the popular current items that are out there. You come to Mobile Bay Coins, you're going to start looking at hundreds or actually thousands of rings that are all unique and different. The same with the bracelets, the necklaces, the pendants. And not only are these items unique and different in everything from very early vintage Victorian pieces all the way to more modern pieces, we also have Tony, a jeweler, on staff. He's been a jeweler for many, many years. You've talked to him a number of times. He can take that particular item and customize it even more and make it exactly what you want.
How does the quality compare to a mall store?
Better in many cases. As a matter of fact, I would say better in all cases because our items are tested, refurbished, and then can be customized by Tony.
That's Mobile Bay Coins, 2204 Government Street, Midtown Mobile, mobilebaycoins.com.
Now, a year in rock spotlight, 1967.
Van Morrison, formerly of the band Them, has a number 10 hit as a solo artist with Brown Eyed Girl. In July, LA band The Grassroots score their first top 10 hit with Let's Live for Today. And UK supergroup Cream, featuring guitarist Eric Clapton, tour the U.S. for the first time. In the sunshine of your And in September, Janis Joplin's band Big Brother and the Holding Company signed with Columbia Records and released their debut album. October of '67, Memphis band The Box Tops, including 17-year-old gravel voice singer Alex Chilton, have a number 1 hit with The Letter. Ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone. I'm a-going home. My baby, And in November, the first issue of Rolling Stone magazine is published in San Francisco, featuring an interview with John Lennon. The Who have their first and only U.S. top 10 hit with I Can See for Miles. In December, they smashed their instruments on the Smothers Brothers TV show.
Keep listening to iHeartRadio for more from 1967, coming up.
Checking out the movies this weekend? Here's your box office preview.
Opening wide on Wednesday is Vacation, the latest sequel in the iconic film series. When Wally World is set to close forever, Rusty Griswold and his family embark on a cross-country road trip for one last visit to the theme park. Ed Helms, Christina Applegate, Chris Hemsworth, and Leslie Mann star in this comedy, with special appearances from Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo as Griswold parents Clark and Ellen. Also out this weekend is the 5th go-round for Ethan Hunt and Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. This time, with their IMF team set to be disbanded, Ethan and his squad fight the Syndicate, a shadowy group of assassins and double agents who threaten the stability of the world. This spy-action film stars Tom Cruise, Jeremy Renner, Simon Pegg, and Rebecca Ferguson. Still in theaters are Ant-Man, Pixels, Minions, Trainwreck, and Southpaw. Plus, Paper Towns, Inside Out, Jurassic World, Mr. Holmes, and Terminator Genesis. And that's your weekend box office preview on iHeartRadio.
WRKH-FM HD2, Mobile, Pensacola.
Glenn Beck, mornings at 10, afternoons at 5. See the lineup at newsradio710.com.
Uncle Henry Show, News Radio 710 News headlines coming up in in about 5 minutes or so. The singer-songwriters are here. Melissa Joyner, Kristen Long, and Betsy Badwater. Just 3 of the numerous performers performing on the 14th, August 14th at the Listening Room on behalf of Penelope House. Now, why Penelope House?
It's just something that without going into too much detail, that I'm very passionate about. Everybody needs someone sometimes, and the Penelope House is there for people at their lowest point when they have no one to turn to, and they help you. There's all these services they have that help you after the fact. A lot of people don't realize that when you go through something traumatic, the things that come after it stay with you for a long time. And the reason I wanted to work with Penelope House is not only do they help you in your time of need, there's services for after. And a lot of people don't know where to go for help. So if we can raise money for them, maybe there won't be people who get turned away when they need it. So just please, guys, if you're listening, come support it. It's a great cause, and you're going to meet a lot of people and hear stories and songs of people who've overcome things, and maybe it's just what you need to hear. So come be a part of something magical.
Melissa, can you play another song for us?
I am. This is very fitting for what we're doing here, but it's called Someday. You call her beautiful, but you don't know her name. You hear her stories, but don't understand her pain. She plays the sad songs like she's playing with your heart. Oh, you might think that you love her, but it's just a form of art. 'Cause she don't know that she's on fire. And she don't know that her eyes burn. She might smile for a little while, but someday she'll learn. She walks around like she's floating on air. Oh, and you can't help it, you're catching yourself stare. Oh, and she can make you tremble in your shoes. But it makes no difference to her what compliment you use, 'cause she don't know that she's on fire. And she don't know that her eyes burn. She might smile for a little while, but someday she'll learn. 'Cause she don't know that she's on fire. And she don't know that her eyes burn. She might smile for a little while, but someday she'll learn. God, I pray someday she'll learn.
Very, very good. So the big concert is on the 14th. Now, how can people keep up with this? Can they find out more information where? On your Facebook page? How should they follow
Actually, you can go to my website, melissajoynermusic.com. There's a whole section just for Songs That Save. There's an event on Facebook, but Songs That Save, or you can actually type in Facebook Songs That Save concert series, and all the information's on there. I've been doing spotlights on all the girls, so if you love what you heard today, you can check out all those girls on there. We're selling, seating is limited. We only have 50 seats plus 10 at the door we're going to take in. For $20, you can reserve your spot, And make sure you have a ticket, but if you want to risk it, you can pay $10 at the door. The tickets can be purchased at the Listening Room in Mobile, across from the Battle House, or at any of my shows, and you can check those out at melissajoynermusic.com to figure out where it is.
And we're out of time. Thank you so much, Melissa Joyner, Betsy Badwater, and Kristen Long. Thank you all.
Thanks for having us.
Rush Radio and the home of the Uncle Henry Show. This is News Radio 710 from the Mercedes-Benz of Mobile.